So my friend Kevin, I had called him, and I was like, Kev, they're gonna build a statue of me, and they're gonna put it up at Wugasan. One, I couldn't believe it. Two, I felt like, man, I can't believe that somebody would think about me in this manner. He was like, what? He was like, they're gonna build a statue of you. He said, they don't even have a statue of Yao, and you're black. He was like, you're black. I was cracking up laughing.
Anything is possible, huh?
Man.
With the fourth pick in the 1996 NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Stephon Marbury.
20 long years, waiting for this day.
Oh, he knocked it down! Marbury, 4-3, ring it up. Steph with three, and it's good!
Before becoming an iconic figure in China, Stephon Marbury was a marvel to watch in the NBA. Drafted in 1996, the Coney Island native was dynamic.
Here's Marbury on the drive. Oh!
The two-time All-Star averaged nearly 20 points per game while playing for 5 teams.
Basketball has always been my first love. I love when the ball goes in. I love the cheers. I love everything about it. I mean, it's fun. It's fun winning.
Number 3, Stephon Marbury.
In 2008, Marbury was in his 4th season with his hometown New York Knicks as tensions grew between him and the organization.
My toughest time probably was when I was playing in New York. So much turmoil was going on. Mike D'Antoni had chose to bring in Chris Duhon, and he said that he was going in another direction. I was told that I was going to have an opportunity to play. I worked extremely hard throughout that time, and the first game that we were playing, I was sitting on the bench.
Mike D'Antoni is sending a clear message, and it doesn't look like Marbury is going to be in the rotation.
It hurt more because of the way how it was done. We were winning by a lot of points. He still didn't put me in the game, and the fans started chanting. I was sitting at the end of the bench, and I was like, wow, this is really the end. By me leaving New York, I knew that that was going to be a difficult challenge because that was pretty much my base and my home.
That was the beginning of the end. He would be out of the NBA by 2009 and battling his own personal demons.
I was going through a lot, and it was time for a new change. I had played in the NBA for over 13 years, and I just felt like there wasn't anything else there for me. During this time, I was pretty much in a depressed state. I had lost the coach that taught all of my brothers and myself how to play basketball 1 week. Then I lost my aunt the second week. 2 weeks later, my father died. It was pretty much like isolation. All of what I've done and what I've given to the game. At that time, I felt that I didn't have a support system that I needed in order for me to get back on my feet. I was in a dark place where I was not feeling like myself. I was laying in the bed, and my wife, she was just like, you gotta get up, you gotta go do something. And that's when I started to get my mind right, and then she reached out to me.
In January of 2010, Marbury signed with the Shanghai Dragons of the Chinese Basketball Association.
My family is in New York City. Of course, my children, it was a little difficult for them, but I explained to them and they understood. I knew that this was something that would be able to put me back into the realm of being relevant as a basketball player. We finally land in China. I'm welcomed by about 5,000 people. For a person who is depressed, to be able to be greeted the way how I was greeted, it was just amazing.
After playing 3 years for Shanji and Foshan, Marbury finally reached a goal he couldn't achieve in the NBA. He became a champion, leading the Beijing Ducks to their first ever CBA title.
北京队在29年之后获得了一次全国的冠军。北京队总冠军。
Man, when we won, I mean, it's like rock stars on steroids, man. It was amazing. I was so happy for the Chinese players because this is their country, this is where they're from. I couldn't control my emotions and my feeling. I just started praying to God because it was a really challenging year, and it was like everything that happened, it just kind of like erased it. The Houston Rockets tried to get me to come back in 2012, but I don't think the Beijing fans would have wanted me to leave. And after we won the championship and after they built the statue, I mean, it didn't make sense.
Marbury's stardom rose as the Ducks won back-to-back titles in 2014 and 15.
They said I was old. They said I can't play no more. The critics said I can't do it no more.
The people have done so much for me as far as helping me rebuild my spirit and my soul and allowing me to be able to move forward in a life. It's not just about basketball. This is home for me. My museum is about 5 kilometers away from Tiananmen Square. Us winning 3 championships, they wanted to honor me from doing that in the city. This is the 3rd championship right here. The goal was to build a dynasty in Beijing. I mean, of course, a lot of people thought I was nuts for saying that, but it was something that I thought was possible in doing. This is the famous slam. This is the Diaper Dandy Award from Dick Vitale. Man, some of that stuff, I can't believe my mother kept it. The McDonald's All-American. Wow. Look at the team. Look how many pros. Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Vince Carter, Kevin Garnett, Antoine Jameson, Paul Pierce.
That's a pretty good team.
Yeah. Ni hao, Ma.
Ni hao.
Check this out.
They slicing my man up right now.
See, I'm gonna teach you something. You ready?
Go ahead, do it.
This is the Louisiana in me. You ready?
Oh my. Oh my, you went right to it. It's spicy.
Yeah.
You said it's spicy.
It is spicy.
With athletes like Marbury increasing the popularity of basketball in China, the NBA chose Beijing as the 2016 Global Games host.
I do miss playing basketball in the NBA. I don't miss the politics of the NBA, but I miss being able to dance on the court against the best players. But I feel like what is being done now has more meaning for the game globally.
What's up, man? It's so good to see you,
What's
man.
up, man?
Just hanging. Look at you.
How you doing?
Right, man.
I'm well.
You look great. You look really good.
I'm doing well.
How's your team this year?
We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. We got a good team.
So you got 3 championships, huh? And
the trophy outside.
And a statue.
It ain't nothing like winning the championship, boy. I tell you. I appreciate you coming and say hi, man. For real. Definitely.
Come when you're in New York, come by the office.
I will.
Stephon Marbury, baby. This is what he doing over here, man. In China, Beijing, man.
That's
He
love.
did what he had to do.
That's love. I'm 39. My contract is up next year. I'm just taking it one day at a time, but when it's time for me to stop, I'll be fine with stopping. I've accomplished a lot in playing basketball.
If there was no China, are you alive today?
I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know, to be honest, but I'm happy we don't really deal in the if.
It's one thing to have a statue. It's another thing to be American that has a statue in Beijing.
I'm just deeply humbled by them even thinking to be able to put something like this up.
A kid from Coney Island got this, man.
I say it all the time. Kid from the ghetto, kid that rose from concrete. You know, when I left the NBA and then I came here to play basketball, I had no idea that this was something that would be possible.